I've been holding a secret out from you all. Roy is a multifunctioning machine that can do a lot of different things, including make portals. See, isn't that crazy? It's one of my favorite things about him personally. Then I can put one over here as well. Look at that, isn't that awesome? I think it's awesome. Well, I don't need you right now. And you know what? I have a itch on my back, so it's a good thing I made these two portals, because now I can use this back scratcher to scratch my back. See, watch this. Ah, that's the stuff. Okay, so the internet can be an absolutely amazing place. We can watch YouTube, we can freaking watch Netflix, we can do a lot of different things, including getting challenges from strangers. And sometimes those challenges actually range from something interesting and cool to something really stupid and can really cause some actual harm to people. Oh, the internet is a blessing and a curse. But over the years, we've seen an increase in challenges, and it's kind of crazy to think about because there's just someone on the internet who does one thing and then people start doing it and call it the challenge. So today we're going to be looking at some of the stupidest and some of the greatest internet challenges that have come across us nowadays, and leading up to one that I actually wanted to check out because of how pretty cool it was. So the first one up is one that kind of started back in December of 2017. The Tide Pod Challenge. One that basically had people trying to put a Tide Pod in their mouth and then trying to hold it there for some weird reason. Are they testing out the softness of their mouth or something? I don't know. I think it's one of the stupidest challenges that people can do, mostly because of how absolutely harmful and deadly it can be. You're literally putting laundry detergent and bleach inside of your mouth. I mean, it's not rocket science, guys. We shouldn't be putting Tide Pods in our mouth. I mean, I can do it because I put it in post. I mean, this isn't a real Tide Pod, and I can do one of these. See? Didn't harm me because it's fake. But people were actually doing this, and people thought it was a great idea. So it went across the internet as the Tide Pod Challenge. Put a Tide Pod in your mouth and hopefully don't die. That's really good, internet. You did a great job. I mean, even at the beginning, children would often eat it because it looked like candy. I mean, you know, if I was a child, I would ingest that. But then someone thought it was a good idea to make it into a challenge. And that's basically the whole thing of it. And now let's go to move on to one of the cool ones that I love, the Mannequin Challenge. The whole idea of the Mannequin Challenge is to record a video and move around a certain area, and everyone has to stay still in that video. It's like the opposite of the Harlem Shake, I believe. You're supposed to stand as still as possible as they go through an area. That person moved, they're a failure. When it records, it just looks like people are completely standing still like a mannequin. I wonder where the name comes from. And it's super cool because some people would do really creative things with this. And as you can see here, a lot of schools actually got involved in this challenge and involved all of the students, which is really cool. You shouldn't be drinking chemicals, first of all. I mean, look at this. This is like one of the craziest mannequin challenge videos I've seen. But they're freaking holding, look at that. Freaking look at that. That's amazing. That's so cool. And that's why I think this challenge is so awesome and so good. This is what a good internet challenge should be. First of all, it doesn't actually harm anybody. And second, it just looks legit. I mean, honestly. Plus, it really increases creativity for people as well, because a lot of people did really awesome things with that challenge. That's basically my point for this. The Mannequin Challenge was awesome. And on to the second stupidest challenge, the Banana Sprite Challenge. The whole idea of this challenge is to literally eat 2 bananas and 1 liter of Sprite. God, we go from one of the most creative challenges to one of the stupidest challenges. So evidently the whole point of this is that the human body cannot ingest 2 bananas and 1 liter of Sprite at the same time. How did we come up with this assumption? I don't know. Did someone theoretically test this? No. But if you go online and search this, people will actually try to eat the 2 bananas and drink the liter of Sprite, and they will puke at the end. I mean, was it worth it? Maybe to them. But to me, I wouldn't do something like that, because first of all, I like to enjoy my Sprite. My Sprite will be drank with the uttermost respect for the item. But apparently a dietitian did a research on this, and apparently the whole deal is that the human body is not actually able to hold that much food and drink at one time. I mean, you're not supposed to drink literally a liter of this and expect to be able to walk after that because, or ingest any sort of food, because that's just a lot to drink. The human stomach can only hold up to 2 cups of liquid at a time, or any sort of substance at a time. And it has nothing to do with bananas and Sprite. It's just that you shouldn't eat that much at one time. Why bananas and Sprite? I just don't get it. Also, the reason I bring that up is that people say it's because of the bananas and the Sprite. It's not because of the bananas and the Sprite. You can eat a banana and drink Sprite in the same time. I'm sure a lot of people have done it and they haven't puked from it. But it's just the fact that you're drinking a liter of Sprite. I mean, the bananas by themselves isn't too bad, but a liter of Sprite, you might have some trouble there. Alright, let's move on to another awesome challenge that has come from the internet. The bottle flipping challenge. I personally really love this one. I don't know why. It was just super unique, and anyone can do this kind of thing. And when someone would pull it off, it would be awesome. Everyone would erupt, wow, look at that! A true national hero! When in reality, all they did was flip a bottle. But you know, this one was fun because I actually did this a lot to kind of just see if it was possible, and it was possible. It actually became more popular a bit later into 2016, and kind of just fell from there, sadly. I think in retrospect, the bottle flipping challenge is something that anyone can do, and anyone with a water bottle is able to pull off. You just gotta get the flick of the wrist right, because if you throw it too late or if you throw it too early, the bottle will be like, nope, and just fall over. And it's sad because you realize you messed up. But if you pull it off, that's when the adrenaline starts pumping and you're like, let's go again, buddy. And then you fell like 20 more times trying to do it again. But why do I think that the bottle challenge is awesome? Well, simple. Because reasons. The condom challenge. What the heck is wrong with this world? I don't understand. Why would you do this? It's so stupid. People are dumb. So apparently the whole point of this challenge is to put a condom in your nose, breathe in, and try to pull it out of your mouth. You heard that right, everyone. You heard that frickin' right. Can I get another overreaction in the background, please? What is wrong with people? Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Now, that was the original challenge, doing the up the nasal cavity and then pulling it in out of the mouth. Later on, there was another challenge similar to this one, where they would fill up the condom with water, and then they would drop it on someone's head, and it would kind of like envelop their face. At that point, you risk not being able to breathe because it's basically like airtight when it drops on your face. Some people actually almost suffocated because of that. Usually the condom would actually break and then you'd just be wet at that point. But still, it's a stupid challenge because there's no real interesting aspect here. You're literally just dropping a condom on someone's head and you're literally putting boogers into your mouth and pulling it back out. What the crap? I don't know why, but this one made me the most upset because of just how ridiculous it is. I don't know, the Tide Pod one was pretty bad. Okay, so we move on to our next awesome challenge, which is the hot pepper challenge. And the whole point of this one is to eat a hot pepper and record it. It could be any sort of hot pepper, whatever you really feel like you want to show off doing. It could be anything from a jalapeno to the world's hottest pepper. I personally remember this coming from Man vs. Food, back when that was on TV. And I always thought that I should give this pepper a try because I wanted to see my own reaction to it. But I know I would die because I cannot at all eat hot stuff. I had a hot salsa the other day and it nearly killed me. It destroyed me, and it wasn't as hot as I'm sure some of these insanely crazy peppers were, like the ghost chili or even the habanero. But if you go online and look up the hot pepper challenges on there, I know the hot ones do that all the time with their guests. They just get hotter and hotter as they ask questions and stuff like that. But I always thought that the hot pepper stuff was really unique because it's all based on peppers that are actually available out there for anyone to get. And even if you don't really even if you're not like the hot food expert as other people are, it's just a lot of fun to give it a shot. I mean, for me personally, my hot pepper challenge would be like habanero or mayonnaise or something like that. But for some people, they can go all the way up to the ghost chili and they can actually survive that kind of stuff. Me, I would be like, and for them, it's just like, you know, that wasn't that hot at all. I don't understand how people can do it personally. I don't understand. How do you get so used to the spice? The pepper is actually attacking your taste buds. And it's just like, you can't eat me. I'm not going down without a fight. And I think that's the whole point of a pepper. It's literally fighting to survive. And if it's gonna die, it's taking you with it. And the thing about these challenges, they're not permanent either. I mean, some people can actually have like really bad reactions to it, but those are the people who don't do the challenges, you know? But it is a lot of fun to watch someone like Gordon Ramsay doing the Hot Ones challenge and answering some of his questions. That was a freaking amazing episode. So yeah, hot pepper challenge goes in the awesome category. Alright, now we get to the whole point of the video, where the reason I made this one is because recently Jason Statham released a video doing something really cool, something really awesome, and honestly really impressive. So let's go ahead and check out this video real quick. Just an ordinary day, chillaxing. I'm Jason. Here comes awesome. Look at that. I'm talking about the bottle cap challenge, baby. Also, look how proud he is of that. He looks so proud. I would too if I was able to pull something like that off. So the whole deal with this challenge is that you are supposed to kick off the lid of a bottle doing a roundhouse kick. Super impressive stuff, if I'm being honest. The fact that so many people are trying it and many are not able to is the funniest thing to me. It's just hilarious. And you're supposed to undo the cap a little bit so that way when your foot actually hits it, it like tosses it off in a really awesome manner. But for me, if I tried something like this, I would kick the bottle 100%. I don't have the aim or the dexterity to be able to do this challenge, but I think it's awesome. I kind of want to see the like real-time video to see how awesome that is. I mean, it looks really impressive, especially in slow motion. But you know what's next in the way of this challenge here? Is to be able to toss the bottle up and then roundhouse kick it as it comes down. That's where the real impressive work would come in. Because, I mean, come on, Jason, anyone can do this. But look, even John Mayer's getting in on it. Wow! That's so cool. And they don't even look as impressed with themselves as they should. Man, you know what? I really wish that I could do that challenge, because that'd be really awesome to do as like an outro kind of thing here for this video, because I don't, you know me, I don't have very good outros for stuff. I actually do. I'm very humble. I'm like Drax. I too am extraordinarily humble. But you know what? To end this video, I'm going to do something super special for you all. I'm going to do something awesome that no one else has pulled off yet. Something that is super unique and super amazing because, you know, being Jawunleashed, I got to push the limit of internet comedy. You know that? I got to push the limit to internet entertainment, everyone. And I think we both know that the only way I'll be able to show off my skills is to do something absolutely amazing. So today, I am going to do something that no one has done yet online. You want to know what it is? Heck, I can't even tell you what I'm going to do because it's so awesome. Whew. Man, that was a workout. I'm going to go pick up a truck. This was actually the best purchase I ever made in my life. He's my best friend, and there's no one else who can take his spot. And if you dare try, I will throw him at you and have him use his freaking lasers, man. Because this is a shark with freaking lasers. You better be careful, because he'll shoot you dead.